Hi, I'm joined now by Song Zhang. He's the Washington bureau chief for the Shanghai Wen Hui Daily. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's start with President Xi's visit to this bridge. He said that the bridge demonstrates China's national strength and innovation. Is this bridge a larger symbol for the future of the Bay Area?
Yes, I think the Chinese government, as we said, is determined to integrate this whole Great Bay Area and to make a new super city kind of combination to compete with those like Tokyo, New York, and San Francisco. And I think this will have a lot of impact to not only Western Canton province, but also to Macau and Hong Kong city itself.
This is just this one-stop part of a larger trip for the president to the southern region of the country. Stopped at an industrial park, as we heard, focused on e-commerce in another section, and as part of the country's poverty alleviation plan. By making all these stops, what message is he trying to send here?
I think the timing is very interesting. You know, this year is exactly the 40 years anniversary of China's economic reform and openness. And I think Xi's visit in this province and Zhuhai city reminds people also ex-Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping's visit in Guangdong province in 1992. I think this is a clear signal that Chinese government is determined to further economic reform and the openness, facing a lot of challenges now. People may look at this U.S.-China trade tension, and I think China is believing that China can be dependent on our own domestic market, and as long as we keep developing our country and keep economic reform, we can move ahead.
Well, you mentioned that 1992 visit by Deng Xiaoping. How does the region differ now compared to when he visited back then? You mentioned the significance of this visit.
I think Deng Xiaoping's main stop in 1992 was in Shenzhen, which has brought a lot of economic miracles in Shenzhen. And Shenzhen today is already a super city in southern China. But Zhuhai is relatively backward compared to Shenzhen. And Western Canton province is relatively backward than this Shenzhen. And also, I think Hong Kong and Macau are experiencing, to some extent, economic difficulty. And I think this kind of new projects and Xi's visit shows that central government of China is determined to enhance the integration of this kind of area, which is having about only 1% of the Chinese territory, but 11% of Chinese GDP. And I think this area has a very huge potential for the coming 2 decades at least.
A sign of things to come. Song Zhang, always great to hear your insight.
Thank you.
Thank you.